Good morning, students. This is Deepika Sharma, and I hope all are fine at home and doing well. Okay, so today we will do the exercise of chapter 2, subject and predicate. Okay, I have already uploaded notes on the school website. You can go and download it and complete your notes, okay, in your copy. And book exercises already I gave you that day, okay. This exercise already I gave you of first lesson. Now we'll do the second lesson. Subject and predicate exercise we will do. This is subject and predicate, okay. So this is page number 9, okay. Just you can see here, this is page number 9, okay. Look at the sentences. Look at the sentences below and separate the subject and the predicate. Already I gave this exercise, okay, and already you have done this, okay, but finally just you do in your book, okay. All have got the book, so those who have not got, they will just save the video. They can save the video, after that they can do when they get the book, and those who have got the book, they will do in the book only, okay. So this is the final exercises and notes, whatever I uploaded and whatever I told you, please write down properly, okay, and revise time to time. So this is exercise A. Look at the sentences below and separate the subject and the predicate. First question is, these students are very intelligent. These students are very intelligent. It is on page number 9. I am again telling, it is on page number 9. See. And here you can see two columns given, for the one for the subject and other for the predicate. Okay. So we will pick out the subject and we will write in the subject column, and predicate we will write in the predicate column, okay. I hope it is clear how to do. Okay, I am telling the answer, you match it. These students are very intelligent. Where is the subject? These students. So in the subject column you will write these students, okay. Are very intelligent. Are very intelligent. This you will write in the predicate column. I hope it is clear what I have written. Okay. Are very intelligent. You will write in the predicate column. Second question is, the peacock is a colorful bird. Where is the subject? The peacock. So you will write in the subject column the peacock, and in predicate column you will write is a colorful bird. Okay. Come to the next question. All the students sang the national anthem. Where is the subject? All the students. So in the subject column you will write all the students, and in the predicate column you will write sang the national anthem. Okay. Next question is question number 4. The computer is a very useful machine. So in the subject column, where is the subject? The computer. So in the subject column we will write the computer, and rest are predicate. Is a very useful machine. Is a very useful machine. This is the predicate, okay. Next question is, wireless communication is a great scientific invention. Okay, so here where is the subject? Wireless communication. This part is the subject. So you will write wireless communication in the column of subject. Is a great scientific invention. This part is predicate. Okay. Next is 6th. The director of the zoo showed us 2 newborn tiger cubs. The director of the zoo showed us 2 newborn tiger cubs. Where is the subject? Subject is the director of the zoo. The director of the zoo is the subject. Showed us two newborn tiger cubs. This part is predicate. Okay. Next question is sunshine lighted up the mountainside. Sunshine lighted up the mountainside. So the subject is sunshine. So we will write in the subject column sunshine lighted up the mountainside. This part is predicate. Next question is the Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world. So the subject is the Taj Mahal. Subject is the Taj Mahal. And predicate is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Next question is success comes to those who work hard for it. Where is the subject? Success. I have written here subject is success. And comes to those who work hard for it. This part is predicate. Okay. So the last question is every man and every woman present clapped for the home team. Every man and every woman present clapped for the home team. Here, every man and every woman present, this part is the subject. Clapped for the home team, this is the predicate. Every man and every woman present, this is the subject. Clapped for the home team, this is predicate. Okay. I hope it is clear how to do this exercise in the book. You will use pencil when you write in the book. I already inform you, whenever you write anything in the book, please use pencil. Okay. Don't use pen in the book. Okay. So here you can see this exercise I just now I explained how to do. This is on page number 9. Exercise A. Finally I have given this answer. You can write it. Please write it properly without any spelling mistakes. Okay. So without any spelling mistake and write in good handwriting. Clear? So after writing this, prepare time to time, prepare the exercises and definitions also. Okay. And one more thing I want to tell you here, in this lesson we are not going to do any definition of subject and predicate. Okay. In first chapter I have given the definition. In the sentence, that chapter I have already given the definition. This chapter, first lesson. Okay. Sentence, kinds of sentences definition I have given. In subject and predicate, we will not do any definition here in this chapter. Okay. And now come to the, just see one more exercise is here. Exercise B, add subject to the following predicates to make complete sentences. This exercise you will do it yourself. Okay. Do it yourself because this is very easy. You have to add subjects only. Any subject you can write here. Okay. Like to play football. So here it can, any subject can come like I, we according the grammar. Okay. So here can be I like to play football. They like to play football. We like to play football. Anything can come. Here second one also, any name can come. Anything can come. Okay. Any subject you can write. It is up to you. You can write any subject. Okay. Here is my favorite fruit. Any fruit which you like. Any fruit. You can write that fruit. Okay. So this exercise B I am giving to you. You will do it yourself. Okay. I hope it is clear. Exercise A of lesson page number 9. I have already given the answer here. And exercise B, you will do it yourself. Okay. Clear? This exercise you will do it yourself with pencil. Okay. and whatever the doubts are coming in your mind when school reopens, I will clarify, I will just clear all the doubts. Till then you can keep studying, okay? And in this chapter, second chapter, definitions are not there, okay? Come to the next exercise of lesson 3, phrases and clauses. Okay, this chapter, phrases and clauses. I already explained this chapter. Okay, in this chapter we will do the definitions. Okay, so we will do phrase definition with example and clause definition with example. I have already uploaded on school website. You just visit there, and on school website you will get the download option. There you will, when you click it there, so you will get all the notes of your class. Okay, so I repeat, when you just go on the school website, okay, and on school website you will get the just some of the list will be given there. In that list, one option is given download. Okay, so when you click on the download, so class wise all the notes will come. Okay, so class 5 English 1 note will be there. When you click it there, it will appear on your phone or laptop, whatever you are using. So it will come there, and from there you just download it and write down in your copy. So in lesson 1 I have given the definition, okay, and in lesson 3, not in lesson 2. Okay, in lesson 2 we will not do the definition. Lesson 3 we will do the definition of phrase and clause. Okay, we will do the definition of phrase and clause. This definition only I have given. You can just, if you want to write from the book, you can write it, no problem. Same definition I have given. Okay, this definition only I have given with example, and clause definition also with example I have given. Okay, so just you can download it from there and write down in your copy, and time to time please revise it also. Okay, because as you know that we are not taking the regular classes, so we anyhow when school reopens we don't know anything, so just keep on studying. Okay, now lesson 3 definition I already uploaded there, just go there and download it. Now come to the next exercise of this lesson, page number 11. This is page number 11. Okay, in your book, page number 11, you can see. Okay, come to the exercise A. Okay, come to the exercise A. See, write whether the underlined group of words is a phrase or a clause. Okay, so here we will read the sentence, and underline word, this group of word we have to identify it is phrase or clause. Okay, just revise once again, what is a phrase? Phrase is a group of words. Here again we will revise, phrase is a group of words without subject and predicates and makes incomplete sense. And clause is a group of words which contains subject and predicate and is a part of sentence. Okay, now we will do the exercise of this lesson. See, the boy who was walking through the street heard a dog barking. Okay, the boy who was walking through the street heard a dog barking. So the underlined part is who was walking through the street. This underlined part we have to identify it is phrase or clause. So it is clause. Why it is clause? Because we are getting the subject who, verb was walking through the street, and predicate. In clause what we are getting? In clause we get subject and predicate. No, I already explained, in clause we get subject and predicate. So here this answer will be clause. This exercise also you will do in the book. Okay, so answer will be clause. In this way only you will write clause. Clear? I hope it is clear how you will do this exercise. Okay, simply you will write here clause. Answer 1, clause. Come to the next question. The smiling baby made me feel happy. The smiling baby made me feel happy. So the underlined part is smiling baby. So smiling baby, we are not getting any subject and predicate, no. So that is a phrase. So answer will be phrase. Second answer will be phrase. I have written over here, just you can see. Smiling baby, it is a phrase. Okay. Come to the third question. Do not believe all things said. Do not believe all things said. Now here all things said. This part is clause. Why it is clause? Because all is the subject, said is the verb. In clause we get na subject and predicate, and subject and verb combination we get in the clause na. So according that rule, in clause we will get the subject and verb. So here all is the subject, said is the verb. So all things said, this part is clause. Okay. Come to the fourth question. He was showing off in his new car. So the underlined part is in his new car. In his new car, this part is, we are not getting any subject and predicate. So it's mean it is phrase. So answer 4 is phrase. Clear? Answer 4 is phrase. Question number 5. I saw a peacock with beautiful feathers. I saw a peacock with beautiful feathers. So the underlined part is with beautiful feathers. This is also what we are getting any subject? No. We are getting any predicate? No. So it's mean it is phrase. When we don't get any subject, when we don't get any predicate or any subject verb combination, it's mean it is phrase. Clear? So with beautiful feathers, this part is phrase. I have written here. I hope it is clear. Come to the last question. Although he was severely wounded, the soldier kept fighting till his last breath. So the underlined part is, although he was severely wounded, this part is called clause. Because what is the key point of clause? We get the subject and predicate. Just see in the underlined part, we are getting any subject? Yes, he was severely wounded. This is the predicate. It's mean this is already clear, it is clause. So answer 6 is clause. I repeat, answer 1 here clause, second answer phrase, third is clause, fourth phrase, fifth phrase, sixth clause. Clear? As I have done in the book, you will also do in the book like that only, but only you will use pencil. I have written with the pen because it is visible and clear. That is why, okay? You will use pencil. Don't use pen. Clear? Come to the next exercise. Okay. This exercise, you can see. Okay. Complete the following phrases and clauses by making meaningful sentences. Okay. So in exercise B, first read the question again. Complete the following phrases and clauses by making meaningful sentences. Question number 1. It's mean. Okay, let me explain it. In this question, we will get some phrase. Okay, we will get in phrase and clause. And with the help of phrase and clause, we will make a sentence. We will make a meaningful sentence. Clear? So here we will get the phrase and clause, and with the help of those phrases and clauses we will make a meaningful sentence. Clear? So first question it is given here, a wealthy man. This is a phrase. I know you also know it. A wealthy man is a phrase. So with the help of these group of words, with the help of a wealthy man, we will make one sentence. It can be anything. So I have made here Mr. Verma is a wealthy man. Okay, it can be anything. It can be any sentence you can make, but whatever I have made, I have written here Mr. Verma is a wealthy man. You can also write this one only. Okay, you can change the name if you want, otherwise write as it is. Clear? So one more thing I want to tell you, please, with the help of the scale, draw the line, because space is very less here, only this much space is given. So with the help of the scale, first you draw the line, so then you will get the enough place to write the sentence properly. Okay, so please, when you write in the book, it should be neat and clean, and it should be without any spelling mistake. Okay, so here draw the line with the scale and then you write. Okay, you can utilize this place also and here also. From here till here you will draw the line, then enough place you will get to write the sentence. Okay, enough place you will get to write the sentence. Please utilize these space. Okay, then you will get the enough place. So a wealthy man, Mr. Verma is a wealthy man. This answer, this I have written. You can write also this one only. Second is, who was wearing a red shirt? First of all, tell me who was wearing a red shirt. It is phrase or clause? Okay, I know all of you know this is clause, because we are getting the subject and predicate na. So who was wearing a red shirt? One sentence I have made here. The man who was wearing a red shirt is my uncle. So I have made the sentence, the man who was wearing a red shirt is my uncle. Clear? Come to the next question. Third is smiling face. Smiling face is, tell me, it is phrase or clause? Yes, it is phrase. So smiling face, you can write any name, your name also you can write, no problem. Priya has a smiling face. Here you can use any name. Okay, any name. Priya has a smiling face. You can make any sentence, but whatever I have made here, you can also write Priya has a smiling face. Okay. So the next question is, which is made of diamond? Now tell me, which is made of diamond? It is phrase or clause? It is phrase or clause? Tell me. Yes, it is clause. So I have made here one sentence. I have a ring which is made of diamond. Okay, I have a ring which is made of diamond. You can make this sentence. Okay, I hope it is clear what I have written. I have a ring which is made of diamond. Okay, come to the next question. Question number 5. A blank page. A blank page is what? Tell me. It is clause or phrase? Yes, it is phrase. So we'll make the sentence of a blank page. You can write, you can make anything, but whatever I have made here, that also you can write, or you can make your sentence also, but it should be correct. Okay, grammatically it should be correct, because here I have solved this exercise because many can face the problem to make the sentence in this. I think in first chapter I gave you that exercise. You can make it because that was very easy. Okay, a blank page. Here I have made the sentence. Do you have a blank page? Sign of interrogation, question mark is here. You can write I have a blank page also, no problem. Okay, do you have a blank page? This I have made this sentence. You can make any other sentence also, but please make sure that it should be correct, grammatically it should be correct. Okay, You can take the help of your elders also, okay, or you can write whatever I have written, okay, no problem with that. Come to the next question. That is lying on the table. That is lying on the table. So first of all, tell me, this is phrase or clause? Yes, this is clause. We are getting the subject and predicate. It's mean it is clause. Now I have made one sentence of this. The book that is lying on the table is mine. The book that is lying on the table is mine. Clear? Okay. So I hope this chapter is also clear. Again, just I'm telling you, exercise A, in this way you will do in your book. Exercise B, in this way you will do in your book. And use pencil when you write, and take the proper place with the help of the scale. Okay, you can increase the line with the help of the scale. Please increase the line and then write it properly. Okay, so write it properly without any mistake and in good handwriting, right? Okay, in this chapter I have already uploaded chapter third chapter, definitions with examples. Only 2 definitions in this chapter, only 2 definitions. One definition of clause and one definition of phrase. Okay, and in chapter 3, 2 definitions. In chapter 2, definitions are not there. I'm just again telling you, in subject and predicate we will not do any definition. In chapter 1 we have done, and after that in book you will do everything, whatever the subject and predicate I gave you, and from the next page in your copy you will do the lesson 3. Lesson 2 you are not going to do anything in the copy. Okay, lesson 1 definition you will do in the copy. Okay, after that lesson 3 definition you will do in the copy. Okay, rest of the things you will do in the book. Already I told you how to do. Okay, so I from next time we will start the next lesson, negative sentences. Okay, till then lesson 1, 2, 3, prepare it well, complete your notes. Okay, write it properly and complete it properly, please. And revise your lessons, learn the definitions, prepare the exercises. Okay, and I know all are very good students. All are very good students, and you will follow my advice and you will study also. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day.